Welcome back to another video. In this video, we will be discussing what fasting is and its role with reducing chronic diseases. And this is a very important topic to me, so if you're interested, definitely stick around. All right, everyone knows that I am somehow, I don't know why, but I ended up becoming obsessed with chronic diseases. And I have an idea, but now I'm the guy. I'm that guy. When you think of diabetes, you think of Shaquille Ahmed. When you think of diabetes, you think of Alpha Health. When you think of metabolic disorders, you think of Shaquille, you think of Alpha Health, you think of Hablis, you think of Core M3. All these words will come in your mind because when you obsess over something for long periods of time, you end up learning everything about it. And then you start uncovering additional things that have some people would think there's no relation to it, but there is. There's always these connections that occur when you dig deep down a rabbit hole. Now, chronic diseases, just so that everyone understands what that is, well, first let's understand what a disease is. A disease is anything that is abnormally occurring within your body, right? So your body's always having some abnormal functions, but it has a really good way of self-sustaining itself. There's a term called homeostasis. Hopefully I can put that up on the screen where you can see what homeostasis is, but it is a super powerful ability for your body to auto-regulate itself. Keywords, auto-regulate itself. But what happens is over time when you do not take care of it, or there's some sort of damage or pathology sort of brewing, right? It's like a melting pot is brewing, but it's not affecting your quality of life or your day-to-day, so you don't really think about it. I'll give you a perfect example that's like sort of physical enough for you to understand. Let's just say you got a cut on your finger, right? So you see it, you look at it like, oh wow, it's a cut. You try to, put a Band-Aid over it, and then the cut, after a week or two, it's still there. It's like pus and everything, and I'm just like, okay, what's going on? And then you know what? Your life is busy. You have other things to think about. You're stressed out. You're eating junk food, and you look at it again, and just like, it's still going on. Like, what's happening? And so time progresses. That pathology never really healed. And so it ends up spreading. You start getting necrosis maybe you had a bacterial infection start happening. You start seeing gangrene or green or whatever color, like it just starts looking really weird. Now you're seeing what's happening, right? So that's the same thing happens to other diseases as well. And chronic diseases, specifically the metabolic disorders that we like to talk about in this channel, diabetes, hypertension, high cholesterol, hyperlipidemia, cardiac disease, obesity, pre-diabetes. I can just keep going, to be honest with you. It never really stops because it starts off with you becoming overweight, you're storing extra energy, and then you become obesity, right? Obesity is your BMI of like 30 plus, and then you get pre-diabetes because your body's like, you know what? You're giving us too much sugars, too much fat circulating, our insulin can't keep up, we're fatigued as hell. And then eventually it becomes diabetes where your insulin level it's a shot, it's not doing anything anymore, so you actually need to take more insulin thinking that's going to help you, but in reality you just have too much going on in your body. And then that thing forks and you get kidney disease, eye disease, nerve disease. Good luck. That's all I can say. Now, understanding that, how does fasting even benefit from any of this, right? How can you benefit from doing fasting, from performing fasting, whatever terminology resonates with you? Understand fasting is a tool or a technology on how you look at it. Let's look at it from both perspectives so that it makes sense to you. When you are fasting, right, refraining from consumption, in the case of our discussion, it's gonna be food. When you refrain from consuming food, what you're doing to your body is telling it, hey, we are not gonna give you food. You need to figure out how to make food. Like this is a really powerful technique if you think about it, right? So like imagine a child growing up 4 or 5 years old, 6, 7, whatever it is, you throw them in the water. They never learned how to swim. Obviously, they knew how to swim in the belly when they were being born, but now they haven't been exposed to water. So you throw them in the water, you'll be surprised. They will know how to swim. They just have this innate ability to swim because the body has that, because they've been swimming for 9 months when they were in the womb, and now they're gonna be recalling that. And it's best if you do it when they're young, because as they get older, they lose a lot of memories, those reflexes that they had to be able to swim. Okay, understanding that, same thing with fasting. So when you stop consuming food because you have this normal cadence of when you eat, whether it be lunch, breakfast, dinner, whatever it is, your body's used to you getting food at that certain time, and it knows that it's gonna be getting that at those interval time. But when you stop, initially your body's gonna hate you for it. Your body's gonna be like, hey, where's the food? You get hangry, you get super frustrated, super emo, super depressed, because again, you're not used to not getting that hit, that dopamine hit, because all the ultra processed food is designed to give you that hit, make you feel so good, but never full, right? So good, but never full. I like that phrase, maybe I'll use it in the future. Now, once you do get over that hump, and most people can't get over that hump because they just think that, oh, something's wrong with me, and they just get frustrated and they just start consuming. But if you can get over it, and the secret to that is whenever you feel like that, let's just say you're fasting for 15 hours now, 16 hours now, and you're getting a headache, go lay down. Go lay down, take an hour nap, and wake up. See what happens to you. You're actually gonna be converted over into a ketosis where you're gonna be burning fat for fuel. And then boom, you're gonna get a lot of those health benefits, right? So you get increased energy levels, your body starts undergoing something called autophagy. Autophagy is the ability to recycle cellular waste products or cellular products that are not benefiting your body, which is probably one of the most powerful. And I have many videos on that. So definitely look through the feed and see where we talk about autophagy. So that's the benefit. Now with chronic diseases though, now let's take a step back. We understand what chronic diseases are, we know what fasting is, and so how do the two relate? Think about it. Chronic disease, so disease over time that's been just lingering around, it's not going away, right? When you are fasting, your body will undergo autophagy, which is to do cellular repair, cellular regeneration. And so all those areas that have that chronic pathology, chronic disease, what is gonna happen? Your body's gonna be like, you know what, why is this even a disease? Like, let's go ahead and accelerate our ability to heal itself, because again, we're getting this extra energy from the ketosis. Our body is into fight or flight, right? So it's in fight mode, trying to make sure that we are in the most optimal shape. That's perfect. That's how it happens. You don't just fast one day and you get the benefit. You have to do it through time. Like let's just say a few years, and you're gonna start seeing this chronic disease reverse itself. To be honest with you, 90 days is a good number just to get a baseline of what's happening within your body. If you were to fast for 90 days, obviously not every single day. If you can, that would be amazing. But if you do it every other day, there's many different videos I talk about the different types of fasting you can do. But if you were to do it for, let's just say hypothetically for a 90-day interval, and then you'll see what that experience looks like, and you're gonna start seeing your, specifically your metabolic disorders, to be honest with you, will reverse over time, because you're actually gonna be depleting all those sugars, you're gonna be consuming all those fats, and your body's gonna be more optimal. Based on your lifestyle preferences, of course. So with that being said, guys, hopefully that made sense to you, right? So fasting it's a huge tool if you know how to use it. If not, then learn about it, expose yourself to it, and eventually embody it, so that way you get the benefits of your chronic diseases. There's many others like musculoskeletal, that's a big one. Mental health is a big one. We talk all about this in this channel, so if you are interested in that type of content, definitely hit the like button, letting other individuals know that you like this, and so individuals similar to you will also get this, so they can benefit as well. If you disliked the video, tell me why you disliked it so I can improve upon it in future videos. At the same time, if you haven't already, subscribe to the channel and hit the notification bell to let you know when that next video will come out. With that being said, guys, I appreciate each and every one of you. Hopefully you guys are doing amazing. I'll see you in the next one. Take care. Bye.